Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Red Pot. This week we're doing crispy porchetta. Porchetta is a classic Italian slow roasted pork belly with the skin on. We're gonna get that skin super crispy. It's gonna be like pork rinds, nice, crispy, and fluffy. We're gonna put a little spin on it and add jerk to it to give it a little extra kick, make it something a little different and unique. Hope you enjoy the video, guys. Start by patting the pork belly dry. You want to remove any extra moisture just to make it easier to handle and to get rid of any extra water. Next up, we're going to score the skin. The best thing to do that is with a fucking box cutter. You probably have one in your basement, garage, somewhere like that. Replace the blade. Don't use that old rusted piece of shit that you have. You're cutting right through the skin, not through the fat, but not into the actual flesh of the pork. You want to keep that nice and continue going as fast as humanly possible through the pork until you're done all the way through. You can go across, it doesn't matter. Next, you're going to try to roll up the pork, kind of pre-shape it, see what you like, and you're going to go on, check the top, and see how much of an overlap you have. As you can see, I've got a little bit not touching, so what I'm going to do is trim off a little bit from the thinner side, going just through the flesh and a little bit into the fat, and leaving some of the skin left over on that side to make sort of like a little envelope top flap thingy fucking majigger. And you can roll it all up, give it a little test, a little look-see. Look at that. Jam that fucking in there. Yeah. Okay, next, to make it easier to roll up, we're going to score down through the flesh. Again, not to the skin. You can leave a little bit, not even all the way into the fat cap. Just making small incisions. This will help with rolling and get all the seasoning through in there. As you can see, my flap there turns over. Yeah, there it is. You got it sort of on camera. Good job, Adam. Next up, we're going to season liberally with salt. Crystal diamond salt is the best thing for salt, and some pepper. And next, some homemade jerk sauce that I totally didn't just pull out of my fridge. As you can see on the screen, look at me with my tech wizardry. All right, glob all that down. More, Adam. You need more. Glob it all down, massage it all in, get it into those crevices, those slits that you made, and make it just, I don't know, just fucking get it in there. Next up, we're gonna roll it all up. You're gonna sit there and pre-shape the whole roast, and we're gonna tie it all off. I'm gonna show you the easiest way I know how to tie. This is string. I got this from the butcher shop. I ran over and just asked for some. And I'm gonna show you the easiest way to truss a roast or whatever. So you're gonna try to slide underneath and just wrap it around. Just do a simple slip knot on the top. Slide the next one under aggressively and annoyingly. Tie it off. Again, another slip knot. And from what I just found out by doing this, as you can see me struggle, it's easier to go in through the back of the ass end, closest to you forward, and tie it off that way and pretend that you're a fucking magician or something. Tie it in again. And keep going until it's all done. Okay, and then just continue off and cut off all the excess little bits of string. And then we have this beautiful, ready to go in the oven roast. We just need to season like Salt Bae from the fucking heavens and leave it in the fridge overnight or as long as you want. Obviously, the longer you leave it in, the more that it'll infuse with flavor. And leave it uncovered. This will help dry the skin out so that when we make our porchetta, it'll have nice crispy skin. All right, let's take a look at our roast. It's looking great. It's been about 40 minutes or so at this point. So just keep on rolling it around, taking it out now. This has been another like 40 minutes or an hour, and I'm just basting it with its own juices and fat. Here, it's finally finished at 160 degrees. We are going to remove it and start the scary process of getting the skin crispy. I'm super serious, guys. This is dangerous as all hell. Take the fat out of the pan, put it into another pan, add canola oil to it and get it ripping hot and pour it over the top just like that. As you can see, it's blistering that skin, making it super crispy, but it'll also do it to your skin, and you don't want that, do you? It's gonna fucking suck if that gets on yourself. So just be very careful, guys. Blast it under the broiler on high for a couple of minutes. Don't walk away from it. Just sit there, stare at your magnificent. I just want you guys to listen to this. It's a little bit darker than I would have wanted, but you know, it's okay. Listen to this. That is crispy. Let's see if we can... Oh, can you hear that? Cool. Delightful. It's not just crispy, it's like airy and airy and fluffy. I don't know what I'm doing with this camera thing. Okay guys, remove the string. You can see where there's those little grooves where the string was. Use those as your guidelines. Slice down there. You're gonna want a sharp serrated knife to help keep that crispy skin intact. And as you can see, we have a beautiful spiral looking absolutely gorgeous, beautiful roasted porchetta. Asian pear and kale salad. First, Asian pear. Kale, obviously. Some red peppers, carrot, cucumber, green onions, mint, and parsley. You can use cilantro. Cilantro's gross though, so I don't know why you would. Julienne the kale. Julienne the pear. Slice them into rounds. Thin it like a card. And then make your little matchsticks. Julienne, your red pepper. If you can grab the fucking thing. There you go. And Julienne. Julienne, your carrot. I don't know why I keep saying Julienne. We're julienning everything. Just julienne it. It's a cucumber. It's being julienned. It's green onion. Being cut on the bias like a julienne. Oh! Mint and parsley. Pick them. Don't cut them. Just tear them apart with your hands and throw them into your bowl. Next up, we have the dressing. Sesame oil, 2 limes, zest and juice, yogurt, a thumb of ginger, rice wine vinegar, mirin, and the fat of coconut milk. That's that top solid part. First, grate your ginger into your bowl. Next, grate your lemon into the bowl using a microplane or whatever you have. The one small side of the cheese grater can work. Add your mirin in, totally optional if you want it. Sesame oil, but you got to get the top off because that shit doesn't come out easily. For good reason, it's potent as all hell. Add your yogurt in. Give it a little mix. Give it a little taste at this point. See how much vinegar you want to add to it. Add your coconut milk in, the fat, and use a whisk and try to emulsify it as best as you can. It will be mildly lumpy. Just keep whisking and 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 whisking. Add your lime. Whisk and whisk and whisk and whisk and whisk. Give it a little taste. At this point, adjust. If you want to add more lime, add more lime. Add more ginger if you want. Add more sesame oil. Add whatever you want into it. You want to add a little spice into it? Sure, why not? And you're done. Put it in something, put it aside in the fridge for later. Next up, guys, the rice and peas. We're going to use some nice ice water from the tap to rinse it till the water is nice and clear like that, as you see. Add the rest of the coconut milk. Add some black beans and or red kidney beans. Fill with water and cook to the specifications on whatever package you bought. Pull it off the heat, grab a fork, and fluff it up with the fork so it stays nice and fluffy. That's why it's called fluffing the rice. It's not that thing that they do in, videos for adults, the girl and the guy, and she fluffs them. Add some salt, and add a couple of glugs of olive oil, and after that, your rice has been fluffed. You are now a fluffer. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you learned something, if you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Gonna hopefully be releasing a video every Saturday. Follow me on Instagram at _redpot for updates on what's going on. Please tell me I was recording. Oh, thank fuck.